Hey guys, it's Jo here, and today we are doing a speed build of a budget festive home. Now this home is very small and it's a starter home, so hopefully when Sims 4 release a gallery for the console, you guys can use it and download it and have it as a starter home for your Sims, and they can be all festive and happy and cute, because I really like this build. Not to like blow my own horn or anything, but I'm really impressed with it and I think it's really cute and really homely. That's the kind of vibe I was going for. I couldn't really afford all of the Christmas stuff, like I couldn't afford a Christmas tree, but I've got some other Christmassy themed items. I think I've got a fireplace or one that looks Christmassy. I've got some ornaments and some decorations that are festive, like the wall hangings, but I don't have a Christmas tree, but that could easily be bought later on when you save up money from your job or whatever, and then just add a Christmas tree, or you can add one and it'd still be kind of a budget home, maybe a few hundred over. But anyway, this is the build. I had a lot of trouble with the roof, as I always do in every single build. I always have problems with the roof, but I fix it and it's all good, and I managed to get it to work, and I think this is the kind of design I'm going for. Not this one now, you'll see it in a minute when I kind of shorten it and have this bit a bit bigger and have this one merging into that one, if that makes any sense. I get there in the end, as you can see any time now. There we go. And also this bit needed to shrink a little bit as well, because I thought that stuck out way too much and I didn't like it, so I shortened it, but then I ended up making it longer again. Ugh, complicated. I also wanted a little porch with a little archway before you get into the door, so you have this little room here where it has this archway and then you got a door straight ahead of it, because I've seen these houses around my town where it has that, so you have the actual door to the house, and then in front of it you have a little archway and a little kind of porch, but it's open. It's not completely closed off, but it's still a porch, but it's open but closed at the same time. Does that make any sense? Probably not. And I also used a lot of colour schemes that I've never used in this, well, in any builds. I think I go for a pink. I can't remember because it's been a while since I've played this game. I mean, looked at this build. I play this game all the time, what am I on about? And of course I'm choosing the cheapest of lights because I don't have that kind of money, you know, to be spending on super fancy lights, and it's meant to look really cozy, so I think dimmed lights really give that cozy vibe to it. I'm trying to think of what my favourite room is in this house. Let me know what your favourite room in this house is and put it down in the comments below. And I think my favourite room in this house is either the living room or the bedroom. So that's 2 out of the 4 rooms, but either the living room or bedroom is my favourite rooms in the house. But let me know what you think, and let me know what your favourite thing about this house is in the comments below as well. I really enjoyed this roof because you can't get any snow in the game. Obviously there's no seasons, there's no change in weather, so I had to be really creative with the kind of flooring and roofing I used to try and make it look like snow. So I used this roof that's white and it looks like it's just a normal roof that's been snowed on, and I think that's perfect. And then I also use I think it's just concrete or simply concrete or something like that in white. Either way, I'm really hoping that Sims 4 actually include weather and seasons in an update for The Sims 4, because I really need that in my life. Like, I'm sick and tired of just sun all the time. Like, I'll be happy to see rain. I live in the UK, so that's surprising for me to say that I'd be happy to see rain, because I see rain all the time. But yeah, please, more seasons. So here is what I mean by I use something different to what I normally use. So I go for like this pink. It's like a dull red colour, it's a very dark pink colour, and I really like it. It looks really cozy, something that my nan would probably go for. It's a very old kind of looking wallpaper and colour. It's typical of what you would find in, like, you know, your nan's house or something like that, but I don't know, it looks really cozy. And actually the person who lives here isn't old at all. She's actually a teenager, but she lives on her own, and it's actually Eleven from Stranger Things. I create Eleven from season 1 and season 2. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below for you guys to watch and let me know what you think. But yeah, she lives here, and I kind of also based off the house that she lives when she in season 2. I'm not going to say anything else, but I'm kind of basing it off that, except it's not that house, but I'm kind of basing the furniture and the wallpaper and how the house generally looks off that house. It's nothing like the house in the actual series. The layout of the house is completely different, but I still wanted to have that sort of colour scheme and furniture, just that kind of vibe that you get from that house, and I implicated it in this build. I love these bed covers. There's also another bed and it has the patchwork on. Oh, they're my favourite to use, but I always use them in my build, so I went for something a little bit different. So it looks festive with the red, and it's kind of patchwork, and it's got like this lovely floral pattern to it, and I think it looks really Christmassy, and that's the kind of vibe I was going for without just using the festive stuff. There's only a few actual festive items in this. There's not many at all, mainly because the Christmas tree was quite a lot of money, and in this build I ended up changing the rooms quite a lot, and oh, I accidentally deleted that room. I changed it around a lot, and even though it's a festive build, it's not completely festive. Like, it's not all festive. It's kind of like, it's festive, like, it's festive, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's festive, but it's not overly festive. It's kind of cozy and very minimal. Like, it's not too noticeable. Like, when you walk down the street, it's kind of one of them houses that just go, oh, that's cute, I like that, but it's not like, oh my god, look at all them lights. It's not that kind of house. But still, nevertheless, I really, really like it. And I hope you guys do too. I cannot speak for the life of me. I also noticed it was getting quite dark in that area in the corner, so I added another light, so that was another, like, I don't know, 75 simoleons gone down the drain. That's okay. The bathroom, nothing too much, nothing too exciting. It's very it's nothing worth talking about, that's what I'm trying to say. The kitchen isn't too great either. I mean, I added a few accessories to make it kind of cute, like a cookie jar and whatnot, but we'll get to that in a moment. And now I'm just figuring out the living room. I don't know why I put this, not nightstand, this TV stand in there. I don't really like it that much. So I ended up going for a basic, what they called, accent tables. Put like a little accent table, and then I put the TV on it on the diagonal. And instead of having the accent table and the TV facing the same way, I have the accent table facing the normal way and the TV on a diagonal facing the diagonal sofa, because I don't know, I quite like it that way. I know a lot of people, not a lot of people have done it that way, but I've done it a few times like that. And yeah, I just really like it. So now I'm trying to find a fireplace, I think. Oh no, added a lampshade. I had a fireplace in a moment. Nope, adding some more ornaments. When do I add a fireplace? I'm pretty sure I had a fireplace around here. But I really like these little ornaments that you get in the game as well. Here's the fireplace. Now, the festive fireplace was too wide for this build. It was just too much as well. Like, it was sort of the type of thing you would see in a really expensive house. So this wasn't the type of house that suited that fireplace, so I dulled it down a bit using a more subtle fireplace. You know, it's a lot shorter, narrower fireplace, and it's very traditional looking, and it's not too much, but I still make it festive by adding some festive ornaments on top and making it look Christmassy myself without having all the bows and all the festivity that other fireplace has, because I think that was just too much, you know, too much. When it comes to homes and like Christmas in general, I really like the really calm decorations. Like, I like tacky, but I don't like it over the top tacky. So I like the colours red and green, but I don't like it I don't like too many flashing lights because it makes me feel a bit anxious. So personally, I like it when a house is quite calm. I think the snow, sorry about my voice, I think the snow really makes it Christmassy. And talking of snow, it's been snowing in the UK because of Storm Caroline, I think. Not So Sweet Caroline, if you know what song I'm on about. Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. But yeah, Not So Sweet Caroline has come to the UK, mainly in Scotland. Like, Scotland are getting it really rough right now, but in the UK it's been snowing a lot, and it's still snowing outside now. And it looks so pretty. Everything looks so Christmassy, and I'm just hoping that it still snows over Christmas. I'm not sure if it will, but I'm hoping it does, because I've never had a white Christmas. Like, I've never had Christmas to have snow. Like, maybe it's snowed a little bit, but not enough to actually stick. And this time, I hope it does, because it stuck today. I woke up this morning and I got a message from my boyfriend saying it snowed, and then I looked out my window and everything was covered in snow, and it's even more covered in snow now. We've got a few more layers of snow, so it's gone up by a few centimetres, but I'm really excited. I actually don't really like snow. I love snow, but I hate going outside in the snow. It's not my sort of thing to do. You know, I'm prone to slipping over anyway, and when it's icy, you know, I just don't fancy slipping over everything. And here's what I mean by making it look more festive. I put some things on the fireplace, and now I'm figuring out where to put the wreath and adding the festive decorations. I usually enlarge these sort of hangings, these wreath hangings, I'm not sure what they're called, and these lights here actually glow, so they sparkle a little bit, and I think that's really cute. So depending on what colour you choose for the snowflakes, I think that the light changes colour based on what colour you choose. Adding a little hose pipe there just to add a little bit more decoration and to make it look more like a home, because pretty much every home's got a hose pipe out front, pretty sure anyway, we do. Now just choosing an outdoor light for the porch, just to, you know, make it look a bit more welcoming when you're standing outside in the snow waiting for someone to answer the door. Because I realised every time I play as another sim and they go around Eleven's house, the door is locked, so they can't get in. And because I'm not playing as 11 in that instance, like, I can't unlock the door, so when I go around she says come in, and then my sim's standing out there for ages like, can I come in? Like, the door's locked. So just a little bit of light just to make it look a bit more cozy. And here I'm adding some books on the fireplace. I think I put like the little nutcracker on the fireplace as well. I think that's its name. Not entirely sure. I think I add one of them. And of course another mirror, because pretty much every house has a mirror in unnecessary places. Like, they don't use the house, they don't use the mirrors in a lot of houses, they just have them for decoration. And I love that little pig, it's so cute, and oh, I want a pig, I want a miniature pig, but I'm scared that someone's going to trick me and just get a baby pig and then have a full-grown pig in my house, which is fine. I just want a miniature pig. I want a miniature everything, miniature pig, miniature pug, I want a miniature horse if that's possible. And now I think I'm coming to the end of the build. I'm not too sure, but I think I'm running out of ideas now. I never know what to say in these types of things. So this is where I basically start realising that I don't even have enough money for rocks, so I start deleting some windows and moving things around and deleting some things that I don't necessarily need, just so that I can afford to have some rocks outside on the path to cover like the line between where the carpet is or the stone is that's meant to look like snow and the pathway. You know, snow doesn't land perfectly in a straight line, like it goes where it wants to go, so I just add the rocks there just to make it look a bit more natural and a bit more blended in. I'm not too sure why I deleted these. I ended up putting them back, but maybe I thought I couldn't afford them, But I get rid of this bookcase and then I added some plants to make it a little more lived in, because plants add life to a home. If you didn't know, you know, they're a living thing, so of course they're going to add a bit more nature and a bit more life and energy, I guess. I don't know. you take from this what you will. Add a bedside table because you need somewhere to put your coffee or your mug of, what's it called? Eggnog? I've never had eggnog. What is eggnog? Like, what is it? I've heard it a lot around Christmas. Like, I've heard about it a lot, but what actually is eggnog? Can someone describe to me what eggnog is? Because I have no idea, but I'd love to try it. I've seen Jacksepticeye try it on Instagram, on his story, and he was like, oh my god, it's so good. And I'm like, but what does it taste like? I imagine it tastes sweet. I'm trying to think of something that what's that thing? Custard? Maybe? Like it tastes maybe like custard? I have no idea. Just adding some trees for a bit of nature to make it look like it's in the forest, because 11's home that this house is based off is in a forest. And this is where I really struggle for money. As you can see, I can barely afford any of the basics like a bin. But here we are with the screenshot. So here is the outside of the house, very small, very quaint. And here's the porchway, you got boxes and shoes where you dump all your stuff. And here's the living room. I actually am quite fond of this living room. I'm really impressed with it. Them candles as well, I think they're the festive candles, I can't remember. So you got the TV and the coat hanger. And here is a little pig who I love so much. Oh, so cute and happy. Here's the kitchen, and there in the corner, as you can see, is the cookie jar, which adds a bit more festivity, I think. Maybe Santa could come down here and nick a cookie or two. Here's the bathroom, as I said before, not too much talk about. And the bedroom with the really festive sheets, everything all matches, and I love it so much. Oh, I'm so happy with it. But yeah, I love that little corner as well by the window where you can read yourself a bedtime story like a Christmas novel or something. But that is the end of the build. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I've seen a lot of Christmas builds but not many budget ones, so hopefully this helped you guys for some inspiration so that you guys can build a budget festive home too and share them with me. I'd love to see your ideas, so tag me in your posts. As I said before, I'd love to see them. All my social medias are down below, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.